Ooh, here we are. Yep, none of the Ramones had the actual last name of the Ramones. It's a fun little behind the scenes trivia, guys. I'm usually kind of against like ostentatious raves, but this is cool. He was a rock star. He can kind of do what he wants, in my opinion. I'm trying to get good lighting. Closest I'll ever get to a Ramone. Sucks. Somebody put a little lighter. Are you a Ramones fan?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yes. We're his band members called Connie, Johnny, Joey, and DeeDee.
Yes, and DeeDee's here. DeeDee is here. He's on the other side of the lake, I think.
Oh.
I've never been able to find him, but
Oh.
hopefully we will today. Look who I finally found. It's only like my 10th time at the cemetery. All of the directions on the internet were kind of wrong. They were kind of right, but kind of wrong. They should have just said near Cecil DeMille's grave.
Right.
I don't know why any of them did not say that. I don't understand.
Yeah, or this giant crypt next to it.
Right. Like there's so many. They made it seem like the internet's like go when you pull in, make an immediate left, which is right that section.
Right. Yeah.
And then I saw it meant this like Garden of Legends area, but I'm like, I've come to this area. I didn't realize he was on the other side. See, his bandmate Johnny Ramone's on the other side of this lake.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Together again.
Okay, I gotta go now.
Yeah.
Ugh. I like that he has an American flag. I did not see that being his accoutrements. But
Yeah.
look at all these guitar picks.
I know. Look at him. I mean, like really cool. Really. Yeah. I mean, he's
Oh, there's
so
a kiss mark.
influential.
There's a kiss mark.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, especially like
one.
just last weekend it was Day of the Dead, or this last week it was Day of the Dead. So
Yeah.
definitely got to pay your respects. But yeah, but DeeDee Ramone, it's so cool that he's so next to his bandmate.
Yeah.
You know, like being. I wonder. Phil Spector died recently, right?
Yeah, in the I think he died of COVID, like this winter.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know that they had a spat, like DeeDee and.
Oh, that sounds
Phil
right.
Spector,
I read
think.
his autobiography, Lobotomy, like a million years ago.
Okay,
That's one of
yeah.
those I need to reread because a lot of the details escape me. But it was a bummer because he wrote it when he was clean, and then he ended up dying of a heroin overdose.
I know,
not long after he wrote the autobiography.
Sad. Yeah, sometimes it's those demons that come back to you and stuff. But he lived a great life. I mean, you have to admit, he lived like one of the coolest life. One of a pioneer.
I like to kind of make fun of people who say they like punk and cite the Ramones as like the only punk that they like.
Right.
But truth be told, they might be my favorite punk band. Like, even though I like other punk,
Right,
like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
just. And I love that they like love the Beach Boys and they just made punk Beach Boys songs half the time.
And girl
like,
group.
Yeah. They were just like they're such fun rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, so like if you claim that you're hardcore and like punk and you only can cite the Ramones, I'm gonna kind of like snark at you. But I'm also a little bit secretly on your side because even though I like a lot of other punk, I really love the Ramones.
And,
a lot.
And it's funny because like my dad lived through the punk era. He saw every like punk band in the late 70s, early 80s, and he said still. The Ramones, it was nothing like seeing the Ramones because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and they would just go into the song. And like, you know how like you go see a band and they'll banter in between?
Yeah.
They're like, nope, we're just like 1, 2, 3, 4, go into the next song. And then the song's only 2 minutes long.
That's it.
Yeah. They have like 50 songs that sound exactly like
it's still an hour. It's still only an hour set.
Yeah, it's still only an hour set, and they're just like zooming through it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's still and I truly do think it's just so enjoyable to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, I think they really distilled it down to a rock and roll into its basic parts. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Lovely. Yeah.
We love you, DeeDee. Like,
we love you, DeeDee. For sure. And you know what? I love a band that commits to being a band. You know, they're like, we're going to change our last names.
We're the Ramones now. Like, literally, that's our last name. It's on our graves. Even though, Douglas, Glenn, Colvin, you know, different last names, they still honored it. They didn't legally change it, but that's amazing.
But like, how fun is that? Like, hey, we're such a band. We're going to commit this hard to where our documents are going to have our names, you know.
We're going to be known for all having the same last name.
Exactly. And it's so fun. Yeah, and, you know, hopefully he's, you know, out there playing.
Jamming.
Yeah, jamming. Even though I don't know about the afterlife, who knows?
Yeah, I don't really know if I buy that, but
yeah, me neither.
It's a great thought, and I'd love to be wrong.
Yeah, I would love to be wrong too, but you know, yeah.
Well, yay! I found him finally.
I know.
Oh, this was the bane of my existence. Now I have a new problem I get to complain about. What? I don't know, but it's not this.
Yeah, you'll find it. You'll find it. Don't worry.
I will. We were not looking for, and I don't know who this is, so she's gonna explain it to me. And you.
So Ronnie James Dio, I don't know. I'm not familiar with which band he was in, but apparently he was like in a big heavy metal band, I think, or like a hair band.
Oh.
And all I know
Why
is
don't
like,
I know that?
Huh?
I should know who that is.
Oh, he died in 2010, and I remember like all on the radio in Philadelphia, everyone was like Dio, and like the news that night, it was just people like running through the streets, being like Ronnie James Dio with their accents. So it's like anytime I see
oh my
it,
god,
automatically like Dio.
I need to look up who this is because I feel like an idiot. I feel like I should know who this is.
No.
All right, Black Sabbath. For some reason, who was the guy that there was a guy associated, Randy Rhoads, the guitarist who died in like the plane accident.
Oh, I don't know.
That was, I think I'm out after that. Now I gotta look up Randy Rhoads to make sure I'm saying that right and the band right. But Ozzy had a really good friend who died in a plane accident. God, I'm back at it, misplacing words in the cemetery. It's like another weird thing, energy Bermuda Triangle thing that happens. I swear I don't do this in life as much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I just know about Dio. I didn't even realize he was in Black Sabbath. I just knew it was a heavy metal band.
Looks like he was in a lot of other bands too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. According to his wiki. Cool grave though. Like,
Yeah.
Really cool grave. Like
Yeah.
it's got this like very religious, like innocent, but by default I think like rock and roll art, you know? Because that's how it works. So
I wonder if they picked that before.
I think that was probably always there.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
was
the
gonna say.
sarcophagus was open. Daniel, who'd we find?
We found Ray Charles,
Yeah, we did.
and he's gold plated.
We were gonna give up, but it's the sanctuary of, what is it, eternal love? Not the corridor.
It's a sanctuary of eternal love. Opposite the alcove of love.
Yeah, the internet helped us a little bit.
It did, which she did. Thank you, Google.
Yeah, because we could tell it was near a lit up something or another. They took this photo like this way.
But it was
Yeah.
worth it.
2004 seems like such a long time ago now.
I know. That was like when, what's in name, Kanye West
Yeah,
broke out.
pretty much. 2003,
Right?
2004, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Wow.
That was like 5 years before I finished school.
Which school? Preschool? No, I'm kidding.
No. No.
Oh man. Crazy.
I love how his name and everything really does like stand out.
It does.
Like
It's a
amongst
new,
everything
but
else.
it's a newer grave. All the others are like, I don't want to zoom in on them, but
That's
like they're
true,
all from
that's
like
true.
a few decades before. So I wonder what his will be like in 20 years.
Yeah, good point.
Someone left him a
Good point.
flower, so
Yep, and that looks like a fig flower, so it's gonna be there
100%.
forever.
100%. Up here is Nat Cole. Do you have anything to say about the people that we found here?
I mean, these are like iconic people. I love Nat King Cole.
Same,
It's not
same.
Christmas without Nat King Cole. Unforgettable. Literally 2 chords in makes me sob.
We found DJ AM.
Yes.
We were talking when we were driving around trying to, figure out where to start. We both thought this was just such a sad death.
Yeah, because, okay, so I didn't know he died in 2009. The plane crash that he had in 2008 that he survived with Travis Barker was 2008.
Yeah.
Just before.
Yeah, he cheated death and then
Wow.
relapsed. Because wasn't he also filming an MTV show about addiction?
He was.
Yeah.
And he struggled with his addiction while hosting the show.
And I think that it was not long after the show that he relapsed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that no one wants to die young. Because how old was he? Like, I don't want to do that. I can't do the math.
That's 29 plus 7,
30 something.
36.
Yeah,
Like mid 30s.
that's way too young.
That's super
Nobody
young.
needs to die that young. That's always going to be a tragedy. But also, like the fact that he because he and Travis Barker were the only survivors. So it's just so sad that I don't know. This just he seemed like a nice guy too. Didn't he have like a good reputation?
Yeah, I think people enjoyed working with him, and I know like he worked with closely, if not joined, the band Crazy Town.
Oh, he
Like,
did.
He worked with them. I think they're the ones that sing. What is it? Come My Lady,
yeah,
Come
Butterfly.
My Lady. That one.
That
yeah.
surprises me because Shifty Shellshock or whatever his name is, like he was on like every season of Celebrity Rehab.
Oh. Wow.
And I feel like he only got clean in the past decade, but I might be. I don't follow Crazy Town very closely, so I might be wrong.
That's right. Okay, now I know who that is. Because okay, I'm putting a face with it now. Okay, because I watched
Yeah.
a lot of Celebrity Rehab. I like the show.
Celebriality of the 2000s on page 1 was where it was at.
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Good shows. Yeah, but yeah, I feel like this is such. I feel like it's the death of a genius. Someone who knew their craft and their art,
Yeah.
and then had so many demons to fight.
So no one wants to lose to your demons.
Right.
That's I think even if like you don't have a drug addiction issue, we all have demons. So it's just horrifying. Like
Yeah.
So I may he rest.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend, Liberace, son and brother, with his mom, and I guess his dad too, or uncle. Or wait, was his parents 20 years apart? I don't know who that is. Oh, maybe it's his brother.
I guess brother.
Yeah. I like that he was buried with family just because
That's nice.
gay people of a certain era sometimes got ostracized from their families. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the whole situation was. I'm far from a Liberace historian, but you see what I'm talking about? It's a very nice grave. It's very nice.
I like that metal work.
It's amazing. The piano is gorgeous. The signature is gorgeous. The angel or saint on top of him is gorgeous. But like, he has nothing on Elizabeth Taylor's grave. Like, he kept it classy.
Yeah, that is really nice.
It's a classy, decadent grave. Whereas, yeah, Elizabeth Taylor was like queen of the world. Maybe universe. But wow. Was he religious? This feels like a very... Just because he has like a saint or something up here makes me think. Or do these sarcophaguses come with... Because they all seem to have something on top of it.
I thought he was religious because I thought he would go to church with his mother.
Oh,
And that's-
really?
I'm thinking of the HBO documentary.
Oh, I
Not
haven't seen
documentary,
that.
The biopic. Yeah.
Oh, I want to see that. I don't know
yeah. I
that.
thought he always went to church with his mom, but I could be mixing that up.
Well, a lot of older musicians grew up in churches singing, like a lot of Motown
Yeah.
and soul singers, even to this day.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that's not
Fix
even that
this.
far away.
Her quotes are messed up, and I'm like, I just have to fix that.
Aw, you're so nice. But yay! Kristen's cleaning Quiet Riots, heavy metal, Kevin Mark Dubrow's grave, because she was a great girl like that. But yes, of course, I had to go find the heavy metal grave. This was the only one that was kind of hard to find. It's in the smallest section, though, even though it's not well labeled, so that's how I stumbled upon it.
Corner pocket.
I don't want to get in the way. But also, he's buried next to his stepfather. Yeah. The music and memories live on. I just read that. I was distracted. Beloveds. His death bums me out because he died of substance abuse stuff. It was an accidental overdose. And I've said this, I think, at DJ AM's grave. No one wants to succumb to their demons. And I think he was on record saying that, like, he wanted to make lifestyle changes. And it bums me out when it's too little too late. I don't want to sell out the people who passed in my life. Not my dad. I'm going to rule that out. But there are people that died of substance abuse that I know, and they were getting it together, and it was too little too late. So whether it's DJ AM who had it kicked for a while and relapsed, or whether it's Kevin Mark Dubrow, his full name, and and he was talking about making changes but wasn't able to live to make those changes, it hurts my heart.
Yeah.
Like, it really hurts
Very
my heart.
sad.
Like, but yeah, very, very sad. Back to the
Back to
deceased
Kevin.
that we are
Yeah.
honoring.
Seems cool. Seems like a cool dude and a rough way to go. I don't know. There's not
Yeah.
really a lot of great ways to end it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I mean, the music and memories live on, as
Yeah.
it says. It's true. I love that he allegedly recorded the cover of Come On Feel the Noise because he hated it so much, so he did it so bad that he thought the label would pass on it.
Fun fact.
There's just something very rock and roll about that to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I saw the Lemonheads do the album It's a Shame About Ray. Break. I'm always such a space cadet in Cemeteries. But they did an anniversary tour of an album, and it was the one that
Lemonhead's anniversary tour?
of the one with Mrs. Robinson, the cover on it.
Okay.
That was an American Pie, and they didn't play it, and I was like, good for you, Lemonheads, good for you. You're known for that cover.
Tour.
You're better than that cover. I am with you. So I respect Kevin for putting up a little bit of a diva fight about recording that if he didn't like the song.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks.
gotta
It's their
fight
most
for
famous
your
song
rights.
now.
Yeah.
Another
that's a good
80s gem. But yeah, may he rest. He's buried next to his stepfather, who was a rabbi, and we were talking about how there's just not a lot of nice Jewish boys in heavy metal, which I think there should be. I think that's a crime against nature. All right, may he rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna find Darby Crash, we hope.
Mhm.
We're gonna run out of time before the cemetery ends sooner than later, but
Yeah.
we're gonna at least try to find him.
Darby.
So. Oh my god, this is such a steep hill. This is such a steep hill.
What is it?
Steep hill.
Oh yeah. Okay. And here we are with Jan Paul Beam. This is Darby Crash over here. He has a Tecate can. I don't know if well, I guess Tecate's been around for a while, but it does seem like a very punk drink or a improviser drink. Let's see what kind of bottle caps we got here. Oh, Warsteiner beer. Lead singer Darby Crash was the lead singer of the Germs, famously one of the pioneers of punk in Los Angeles, and died sadly at the age of 22, but very influential. Pat Smear was in the band. I think Belinda Carlisle was in the Germs as well. She was in the Germs. She was the bass player for a little while. I don't think she stayed around, but really good albums. Gone too soon for sure.
The Kooky found / Jen saw right away, proving she has better eyesight than me. Of course, there's an ace of spades.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is cool.
That is cool.
Is that big enough to fit is that ashes, or is that like a really tiny coffin? I feel like coffins are taller than that.
I feel like it's probably just ashes.
I would think so. Born to Lose, Live to Win. Oh my god. Love it. Oh, and there's Jack Daniels. I just saw it.
I was gonna say.
I was supposed to see him with Megadeth in Denver, and he had to cancel it because he had throat issues. So I saw Megadeth, which I was less excited about, even though they put on a very good live show, because I think Dave Mustaine's a little questionable, but and then he died just like a year or two later. So again, very rock and roll with the religious imagery, and yet it's still rock and roll because that's what metal likes to do. It likes to take religious imagery and flip it around. I know Marilyn Manson's canceled and all, but he would wear a cardinal outfit on his like stage shows all the time, on stilts half the time. So
Yeah.
we got all these guitar picks. We found her.
At last, we found your grave.
So good. Also, we're in the Garden of Chimes section, and
Yes.
they're all numbered. All the buildings are numbered by letters. That made no sense, but they're organized by now I can't talk, letters. And Daniel had a funny joke
yeah, I just thought like this would be a great way to teach your kids about death and the ABCs. You come out here and be like, oh, you know, like Etta James, D. That's right.
D is for Etta.
There we go. Exactly.
Daniel's my new friend for a reason.
No chimes
There's
anywhere.
no chimes. It's weird.
I feel like we should bring some chimes.
Look, we're actually in frame. That almost never
Oh,
happens with
look at
the...
Like right in the middle. There we go.
I like hers though. It's really classy.
It is. It is classy.
I'll flip it around.
I mean, look at her photo. It's beautiful. I mean,
Really
looks like an absolute like, movie star, superstar.
100%. This was, if I didn't know who this was, I'd be like, who is she? She was
Yeah,
famous.
exactly.
Or should have been.
Exactly.
At last. Oh, it's on her grave too.
Your legacy is and will forever be
When did she
an inspiration.
die? 2000, The Rose is walking in.
12.
Wow, 10 years almost.
Yeah.
2012 feels like 5 years ago, but whatever.
I know. I mean, does it?
I don't know. I don't
To
know.
me, it feels so long
The
ago.
past decade.
I finished school in 2010, and so like 2012.
Again, preschool. No, I'm kidding.
Preschool, that's right.
Running
Yeah, I
joke.
failed
Running
like 25
joke.
times. I'm very bad at maths, as you can see, because that probably doesn't make any sense.
Fair.
But yeah, after I finished preschool, 2 years after I finished preschool, she passed.
We're committing to the bit.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about her music besides that song. There's some like famous like soul and blues singers that I know they're deep cuts, but I feel like she's one that I don't. But that song's so iconic. So I'm still very excited to be here, even though I'm being like a surface level fan.
Well, you know what I'm going to do when I get home is I'm going to listen to all of her music.
Yay.
So
Honoring the deceased.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah, I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna look her up too, because that's I feel like I might know another one of her songs, but I'm not thinking of it offhand. But I don't know. I should know more.
yeah,
I
you'll
should.
probably listen. You'll be like, oh,
Yeah, that's probably true.
that one. Oh, that one. Oh, that one. Oh, that one.
I'm gonna just record myself listening, saying, "Oh, that one. Oh, that one," and like voice memo you
For
that.
like 25 minutes.
You're welcome in advance.
Yeah, thank you.
Cozy, did we finally find our first grave after like an hour?
So exciting. Oh my god, congratulations. We pulled it off.
It is Mama Cass Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that was her real name?
Apparently. It'd be weird if it
Ellen
wasn't.
Naomi.
What if they just were like, no, we're going to come up with a fun one?
Ellen Naomi Campbell. I
Cohen.
had no idea.
Naomi
Cohen.
Campbell's someone very
That was
different.
a Freudian something.
That
or
was
another.
pretty great, actually.
That was from us walking around. I'm too tired to know names right now. I'm heat struck.
I love it. Amazing. What's your relationship to Mama Cass?
You know what's funny? On the way here, we were talking. I don't know if you noticed it, but I had a.
I noticed us talking, yeah.
Yeah. But
There's a drummer buried over there.
Yes, there is. Actually, we are on a roll.
A drum roll. Yeah, okay.
I had a Mamas and the Papas song playing, a cover of My Girl.
Wow.
And I think it's really pretty. I actually like the original a lot, but I like, it's a very different take on it. And so
Sure. Oh yeah, I love a reinvention.
Yeah, I like the Mamas and the Papas. I was never like a diehard fan, but I really like some of their songs.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
What about you?
No relationship with them whatsoever. I don't know if I've ever heard songs from them. I don't know who Papa even was. Who's Papa?
I think all the two dudes were Papa.
They were both
and
Papas?
The two moms were Mama.
Okay, so this is one Mama, and that's Mama Cass. Who was the other Mama, though?
Oh, I hope I'm not being disrespectful.
Mama
at the
Naomi
grave,
Campbell?
I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
You don't know California Dreaming?
I probably heard that from Tupac,
All
yeah?
the leaves are, all the leaves are
I
brown.
do remember that.
That's them.
Oh, I remember that from those commercials where they are slowly scrolling down and you're like, oh, the 70s compilation of my dreams, or 60s or whatever. Yeah, that's the only time I've heard that song.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I thought you meant your dreams going away for a second, like the boomers' dreams dying, and then I'm like, oh, we're talking about the musicalical CD stuff where it was
Yes.
like, for $9.99, you can get all the hits of the 70s.
Yes.
Wow, that's your relationship to the Mamas and the Papas.
That's all I got.
I'm going to be thinking about that for like a week.
Also, dead Papa, so, that's my Mama-Papa relation.
Me too. I got Dead Mama and a Dead Papa.
There you go. You could do that band. That's a good cover. Yeah, my dad.
Mamas and the Papas.
People did call him Papa Steve or Papa Orlin, I think sometimes. I feel like that I never did, but somebody had that as a nickname, I'm sure.
I tried to call my mom Mama once, and she's like, don't.
No, it's weird.
Johnny, we found. Chris Cornell, where are you? I don't understand. Because he's not far. I wouldn't have forgotten where he was. This is a fun fact. I thought that Scott Weiland was in here, but apparently he did his funeral here, but his remains are not here. So I got very confused trying to find him, and that's why I got so ding dang confused. He's not here. This was a sad one. I'm not gonna lie, he kind of had a catchphrase that would have worked like Mel Blanc. It could have said, "Say hello to heaven," from the Temple of the Dog song, which is a great song.
Voice of our generation and an artist for all time. So true.
Seriously,
So
all
true.
his cover of "Nothing Compares to You." It's the best one. It's the best
He's
version
an
out
amazing
there.
singer.
And Temple of the Dog is an underrated little band from before he got super famous. So check them out.
Very talented man.
Grammy, you're just having a grand old time, aren't you?